If you add 128 to our existing 721 roster, that means Generation 8 will only need to introduce 151 Pokemon, like a reboot, to bring our total count to 1,000. Only Game Freak can think of something so clever like that. Are you kidding me? Don't be so modest. I hope your wrist is okay after stroking your ego so hard. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in any leak. Wow, the terrible quote-unquote leaks just never end, do they? Like, this is just days after the last Pokedex leak was faked, so, and then the other list before that was faked, and then the other list before that has, like, one thing that's maybe correct, but here we have even more. And, like, now it's just getting out of control. How do people keep falling for this? How many times do I have to say, only trust official sources and Cerebi, because Cerebi does their due diligence to make sure everything is legit. And I'm actually starting to blame PokeJungle quite a lot right now, because they cover this, and even though they put it under the rumor tag, a lot of people just take it as real. You know, the information contained on this post is based on speculation, not fact. Please treat it as such and do not interpret it as confirmed news. Even with that spoiler, people tend to take PokeJungle and like treat it as though it has more legitimacy than an uncovered rumor on PokeJungle, and that's because of this right here. And I would blame PokeJungle for this. You know, Chinese rumor and leaked starter evolutions confirmed true plus more. So this doesn't have the, you know, rumor flag or anything on that, and that's because this is like half-ish. You know, it's kind of weird what's going on. So with the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon information, we can now say the rumors seem to be true, not only the Poke writing, but at least with the leaked starter evolutions. However, this brand new information, which appears to also be true, isn't. Like, this is why I don't understand. You know, we're still taking it with a grain of salt, but it's all lopped together. That these parts right here have been confirmed somewhat true. You know, the no traditional gyms, final starter evolutions, because Mallow is in this one. So it seems similar, and then the Diamond Stones for Z moves. So this has been somewhat true. We don't know about the Werewolf yet. The Cucumber gained a little traction, but I mean, Sea Cucumber and Dolphin predictions in the Alola region isn't too crazy. But this one is small amounts of information and has some merit to it. But on top of that, like, then it gets lumped in with this. And this has no merit. This right here, we don't even know if it's the same person. It came from the same thing. That's like saying, because one 4chan leak is true, every 4chan leak is true, which we know, obviously, is not a correct statement. So by lumping these two together, people are believing this is true, even though some of this has been confirmed. I think that that's where the negligence on PokeJungle's part is. And because of this, now people are believing almost everything that comes off of PokeJungle, or everything that's get coverage. And that's why I don't understand this right here, because this is off 4chan. Days ago, 4chan was proven false because they were like, oh, we leaked all 103 or 106 Pokedex from the Sun and Moon Pokedex, or all 106 Pokemon from the Sun and Moon Pokedex. Did not have Beware's pre-evolution, got disproven immediately. And now this one also has a time frame, because at the end, something about Rainbow Greninja will be revealed by the Pokemon Company on August 21st. So it's the 13th right now. We'll know in about a week if any of this is true or not. But overall, it sounds BS. Now, Lolo is made up of 4 islands: Melee, Pony, Ula, and Akala. Now, we know the Akala Island is real. If we go to the official Pokemon website and we see Lurantis's Pokedex entry or details, they talk about Akala Island. So I was hoping I would peg them on this, like immediately be like, nope, one of them's Akala. But at least they did that much research. Game has 4 island districts that are viewable on the map, and then Kalos is not available in-game, but there is a huge Easter egg, I believe, deep inside Dark Entrance, guarded by Backpacker States' railroad that is closed for now, and Pokemon that emit a special night can ignite the way to the other side. No Pokemon in your party will allow you to enter for now. I don't know, like, that right there already seems like one of those things, you know, if you put enough fan service in your leak, people want it to be true, so they'll believe it. Same like this. Aw man, Growlithe and Arcanine, we want this to be true. Hey, remember how that ground-type Pokemon became an ice? Imagine a fire-type Pokemon becoming water. Isn't this what you guys want to hear? So, yeah. That's kind of one of those things that it just doesn't seem right. No, oh, we need a Kalos Easter egg. Got it. Rockruff has 3 evolutions similar to Eevee. All require them to learn Howl. This is really weird, because, one, I can see that making sense, but what happened to the whole, like, Rockruff getting a werewolf form based off of this, which is like the most true potential leak that we've had so far, because it just says Rockruff's evolution is werewolf. We don't see anything else, and I think this is trying to play off of that, but in an edgy way, you know. Oh, they all get howl, which means howl from various typings for like evolutions and stuff. Slant has split evolutions. That's because the female emits pheromones, the male doesn't have this capability, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think it's gonna be a split evolution. I'm thinking gender differences on the lines of Pyroar, because Pyroar looks insanely different, but it's still the same Pokemon. All 47 Megastones are accessible, but there aren't any new Mega Evolutions. A total of 128 new Pokemon and 23 Alolan forms. That's a lot of Pokemon. I'd be okay with that. And from the amount that have been revealed in comparison to X and Y, seems realistic that we're getting well over 100. 128, not sure. Alolan Pokemon form that are capable of Mega Evolving can do so. Alakazam and Kangaskhan, again, riding off of this, I believe, because there's Alolan Alakazam as a fighting type, which brings me to this right here. I saw this post on my Twitter. Someone said, I seen this on my Facebook timeline, is it real? No, this isn't real. Like, I'm not hating or anything right here, but just one of those things like, oh, I can take the Pokemon background and then make some fan art too. And I believe I've tweeted follow-up, yeah, like the Tech Times already said, you know, Alolan Alakazam is just fan art. So this isn't real fan art, but it shows how easily deceptive fakes can be, especially with that information. Like, oh, leak said fighting type, I'm going to make a fake fighting type. People are going to believe it. I get my internet points for the day. Strange souvenir depicts Ghost Rock Pokemon named Gigareki. We don't have any other Pokedex things to go off of, so sure. NX. Oh, see, there's already been the rumor of a Pokemon game on the NX, so talking about a Pokemon crossover to Sun and Moon, because that's what everyone has always wanted. Z Bracelet is a key item, allows for a Mega Stone and a Z Stone. I don't understand how you place a Mega Stone in, like, place one Mega Stone, one Z Stone. I mean, it's always just one universal Mega Stone, and then you hold the other Pokemon, or your Pokemon holds the other Mega Stone. So there's that. Rainbow Greninja is how this thing works, because apparently when you use the Z move, it has a chance of changing the form. I don't remember where I ended up seeing this, but that was the thing about it. Marshadow's extremely gorgeous dolphin with a jewel on its head. That kind of contradicts this, because it says Marshadow's another copyright Pokemon name with a very unique type combo. Then why wouldn't they just say dolphin? Marshadow's the dolphin, but we already know that's kind of separate, just unique type combo. Marshadow isn't anything new either. Like these, when Lunala and Solgaleo had their copyright names leaked, or at least not even leaked, you just could see it on the website. Marshadow was lumped in with them, and then Solgaleo Lunala got confirmed. So, Marshadow, whatever. They seem confirmed at this time to some degree. Champions from previous games are able to be battled on the SS and while they board, and then the first district has one of the Lugia Ho-Oh depending on your version. And then we have Rainbow Greninja, technically Ash Greninja with a name change, were revealed at the closing ceremony at Worlds 2016. So that's the information that we're pretty much getting right here. Except my favorite part out of this entire post is this ending, is if you add 128 to our existing 721 roster, that means Generation 8 will only need 151 Pokemon to bring our total count to 1,000. Only Game Freak can think of something so clever like that. That is one of the most absurd things I have ever heard. Like, don't flatter yourself, mate. Are you kidding me? It's like, if I come up with this leak and I say 128, the reason why my leak sounds so good is because only I can think of something so clever. And as long as I say it, that means it's like Game Freak said it. So there we go. And then like the comment, alright, best way to confirm this is to wait till August 21st. Done. Every time there's a date, usually gets proven wrong, or usually gets proven pretty shortly that it was not true. Like, they always set that date, you know, get ready for this date, and then it all fizzles out. So yeah. Now, one thing I'm going to address in this video is that for some reason in videos like this, there's comments of people saying, oh man, aren't you going to be salty, or aren't you going to have to delete this video when it's proven false? So far, my record is positive on saying that these things are fake and then having them turn out to be fake. So I'm okay with that. And two, it's not confirmed in any way. If all this happens to be true, well then I had proper, like, caution towards this. You know, my speculation was, like, founded in reason. Okay, like, it turns out to be true. Cool, then sure, it might seem silly, but it doesn't change anything, and that's why people like covering leaks so much. You know, you can do a clickbaity title, clickbaity thumbnail, leaks, and there's nothing to lose. Oh, it was a leak, it seemed real, you know, something like that. You can say all the kinds of BS that you want to, and same with, like, speculation. Like, you could have the most crackpot theory ever, but if it turns out to not be true, it was just a theory, guys, you know, speculation, it's alright. I'm just speculating about these plausible leaks, and wouldn't it be cool to see something like this in the game? So, you can't fault me for coming up with the information. Yet, on the other side of the coin, if you are wrong about being, like, cautious of leaks and stuff, that's worse than actually getting the leak wrong and then spreading false information to your fans. You know, if this turns out to be true, whatever. If not, well then, this is why we treat leaks this poorly. You know, you shouldn't be, you should be doing it this way. My favorite part about it, though, removed. So, later today, or later in the day, it got removed. Fortunately, I had the page open, or else we wouldn't have been able to see it like this. But, yep, that's it, guys. A huge 4chan leak that might sound real this time got removed. What's the newest? If it's removed, can I still see the newest comments? I want to see someone like, hey, look at that. Wouldn't you know it's actually removed? Something like that. Oh, I didn't give enough time to load, I believe. There we go. Alright, so looking at this, I see sort of interesting, not really contradiction, but pretty close. Z bracelet is key out in your backpack, 1 Mega Stone, 1 Z Stone inside of it. According to this, we can place the Mega Stone in the Z ring, which is true, can only lead to crazy broken shenanigans. Also, if you look on the official site, shows artwork for the Z ring, it doesn't say that it's just like 1 stone inside of it. That there's multiple stones, and there's like multiple sockets and stuff. So, if you watch the trailer and pause it, there's a slot on the wrist part. Would you mind if I ask where? So, stuff like that. The original post has seemed to have gone quiet. The OP doesn't seem to do it. Names of the islands are Hawaiian words for various colors. Mele Mele, blonde, yellow, pink, red, blue, and then purple associated. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the guy's just like doing some basic Hawaiian logic stuff and trying to make it sound legit. Either way, that's what we're dealing with the leaks, guys. Don't let yourself fall for it, especially 4chan. 4chan's already been wrong like 99% of the time, and then they're like trying to write off this. Who was that other guy who was like, oh man, I got fired, you know, so I'm going to give you all the good information. That's just not how it works, guys. So just wait for the news, see where official sources, only trust Araby for it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.